Hey guys, it's David here. Good morning. Foster is here on the line.
Hi, children. Hi, hello.
Foster, what's the best thing that happened to you this week?
Nothing good happened to me this week.
Oh no.
This has just been like a really nightmare week at work. Annoying personal things. I don't know. I don't need to do a lot.
Girl, this is not a therapy session. It's not that deep. It's a pleasantry.
Well, I'm just saying. This is the thing, and this is why I told you to stop asking me this, is because Midwestern people will always answer this sincerely, even if they know you aren't asking it sincerely, because they're passive aggressive and mad that you asked them this question.
I see. Well, okay, so a pro tip that I've heard is like instead of asking somebody, how are you? Or like, how are you doing? You ask them, what's the latest? Because then that gives them an opportunity to share negative or positive things. Or they could just share facts about like what has happened to them lately rather than forcing them to like reveal their emotional state of being.
I feel like that is a pre-COVID suggestion to people. Because, like, what is anyone doing right now?
What's the latest? Oh, you
Nothing.
know. Okay, so sorry, I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder on the continuing hair journey because I think the last time it was pre-haircut. Now I have gotten a haircut, but the haircut is kind of like weird. And this morning, full disclaimer, I like rolled out of bed, so there's like this big cowlick moment just like sticking out of the side of my head. We're really showing up for the finale.
I would like to see it.
Well, you'll see it in the post-show recording. So hello everyone, it's the finale episode! Woo! Gosh,
yay.
We've done every single episode except for the reunion, but we won't talk about her. This is such an accomplishment. For those of you just tuning in, this is my and Foster's first time completing a full season of reviews. Like we've done a few other seasons, but it was always like 3 episodes in we would start, or before the end, on episode 9 we would stop and get tired. So this is quite the achievement.
I'm proud of us.
Me too. This has been fun. It's really flown by, I think.
Yeah, honestly, for as long and drawn out as this season was, it did kind of move,
Yeah. I mean, these helped to make it more fun. So I have like kind of a lot of notes, but I mean, like the finale was very straightforward in format, but I wanted to make sure I made the most of our last episode. So I was taking more active notes during the show.
Work. I have a lot to say, but I did not take a lot of notes. So I'm going to let you guide and I will give my reactions.
Okay, fabulous. Well, I mean, the first thing that I have is the entrance looks for all the girls, because that's, I think, the first thing we were shown. I'm going off of these Instagram posts, so I think the order might be slightly different from the order they entered in.
Yes.
But yeah, okay, so I guess let's start with Miss Alyssa Hunter.
This is great. I like that she made the bold choice to include money in her fan as like a very large fuck you to production.
That was cute. I had a live reaction to that. I think I cheered or something. Also, this category of like Vegas showgirls, we will notice most of them were in theme, but there were a few omissions. I thought that she did this theme well. I like the kind of take on a peacock moment without it being like a fully feathered thing. I like this. I thought it was good.
I think Alyssa is a radiant and effortless, beautiful queen. We were robbed of her on our television. And I think at this point, honestly, it's time for Puerto Rican queens to say, fuck you, I'm not working with World of Wonder. Carve out your own space, even if it's like on the level of like La Mastraga, where it's not a real TV show. Stop letting them fuck you over like this,
Yeah, it is annoying. I mean, if this happens again, then yeah.
It's gonna.
I mean, maybe this is like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like next season, then we will have our Puerto Rican winner, or at least in the top 4 or whatever.
They just did her so consistently dirty. And frankly, it's becoming a pattern, you know?
Oh, it's been a pattern even before this season. So, I mean, I feel that. Okay, so only because Alyssa's looks on Instagram for every week have been so like over the top stunning. My expectations for her finale look were like very, very high. And I think this slightly, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I was just expecting something like totally jaw dropping. This is perfectly
I
serviceable, but I don't
I
think
don't
that it.
I don't think so, because for me it shows that she takes the assignment very clearly.
Mhm.
She said they want Vegas showgirls, so I'm going to do that. Could
Yeah, that's
Alyssa
true.
have given a much more extravagant, better look with no constraints? Yes. Does she deserve to give that to World of Wonder? No.
I mean, what do you think of this as the category for the finale look?
I think it's weird. To me, I think that if they wanted to not do the category, they could do it and no one would really be mad about it. So I don't mind it as the category, because the people who planned it ahead of the category were just going to continue to do whatever they wanted. So it's
That's true.
It's kind of nooch. It's just advertisement for the Vegas show.
Right.
So good for them.
Yeah, and I liked the so as far as like Vegas theming for the entire event, I actually liked that it felt more elevated. It felt like it was rather than like shoving it into a LA theater that is kind of trying to get a skeleton crew to put on a live event. This felt like okay, whoever is putting this on understands how to do live events. This is something that like they're used to. It just felt a little bit more lived in than the finale usually feels.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think the category overall was a little limiting, I'm not sure that it allowed girls to go as big as they have gone for prior finales. Okay, so next I have Deja Skye, who this is a boot. I don't honestly, after completing her run on this season with this finale look, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm a fan of Deja. I mean, I get that she's funny, but there have been queens who are funny and also had pulled at least a few looks that I liked, and I don't think I've liked anything she's ever worn on this season.
Okay, so this is not to twist the knife, but honestly, I don't even think she's funny.
Yeah.
She's like, so the thing is, like, she's nice and she's vaguely likable, but she was not ready for TV. I will say she had one good look, that Chanel suit with the giant football shoulders.
Yeah, that was like fine. It wasn't even great.
No, but the thing is, you can say that was fine and not even great, but it was the best look of that week.
It was a terrible category.
It was a terrible category, but no one else showed up. I'm giving her one flower.
Okay.
She has no other flowers. Let her receive this singular flower.
Sure.
I like her. But the thing is, like, I watched the episode of her on IMHO, and I kept oscillating between being like, oh, I kind of vaguely like Deja Skye, and wow, she is kind of irritating the way she like jumps in and disrupts the flow of conversation sometimes. So I don't know what it is. I want to like her, and she gives me less than nothing. So I don't know. This look was perfectly serviceable for a local bar.
Yeah, exactly.
And it seems like it's on theme, but yeah,
it's not for me.
I don't know, Deja. I don't know how she's ever going to carve out a real niche amongst like 250 or whatever queens we're at right now,
Yeah, exactly. She's one of those that I think, in a season or two, I'm not going to be able to remember who she was. So next we have Miss Jasmine.
Jasmine Kennedy.
Okay, I love the hair and makeup so much. I love the huge hair.
Hold on. You love the hair?
I love the hair. I think it's so fun. It's just so big and just like bundles and bundles.
The thing is, I kind of like this hair and it makes me smile, but I don't think she was trying to be campy and funny with the hair. And the reason I like it is because it's campy and funny and stupid and ridiculous,
I mean, yeah, Okay, so obviously this is very reminiscent of Alyssa Edwards as they continue to.
Really, to me, this is Katya in All Stars 2, or not even in her own season, the green dress with the leg.
Oh, okay. So the dress isn't. But the hair and makeup, I thought
Okay.
felt very
Okay.
Alyssa. I don't. I mean, the look is nothing special, but for me, it just brings my eye back up to her hair and makeup, which I think are stunning. Especially her face, I love.
She looks beautiful. She looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong. And I like Jasmine, and I've grown to like her more throughout the season. But one, this doesn't really give me Vegas. So here's the thing. I don't really want to judge them on the category because I think imposing the category was kind of stupid. But she looks great. She looks beautiful. And I'm glad that she chose something that she was clearly very happy with presenting herself in. But like, I think she accidentally landed on hair that people responded to for a different reason than she intended to. I don't know.
That's fine. Whatever works. Yeah, the look is nothing special. I guess like I would have loved a more elevated like dress moment, but yeah. I mean, they kept cutting to her face in the audience, and the makeup just looked gorgeous. I love this like is that it's not a nude lip, but it's like a not red or pink. It's like a mauve.
It's a nude.
Okay, it's a nude lip.
What I must say though, and no offense, but it really rubbed me the wrong way when she was the only queen on stage talking over during, like, I believe both the actual crowning and announcement of Miss Congeniality. It's just like, girl, I know you're like 3 years old, but like, learn when to shut up.
Was she? I didn't even notice that. That's funny.
Yes.
Oh man, I'll have to watch it back. Okay, so who's next? We have Miss Georges. This was cute. I think this was very in theme.
And it's very Georges too.
Yeah. I thought this was cute.
Yeah, it's great. I don't have a lot to say about it, but it's perfectly exemplary, and Georges knows exactly who she is as a performer. Her face is always perfect. Yeah.
Wonderful. Next we have Jun Jambalaya. Okay, so when I was saying most of the girls got the theme, except for a few, this is what I was referring to. Like, this to me does not scream showgirl. Maybe it screams Vegas, but like this is like maybe Celine Dion performing in Vegas. This is not like showgirl Vegas.
This gives me like Real Housewives of Vegas.
Okay, yeah, that's probably more accurate. It's and when they were all in a line on the stage when they joined like the Vegas, what is it called? Like whoever the musical girl group. It was like all of these cute little showgirls with their leotards, and then at the end, this giant fabric mound of June. I don't know.
I don't know. She was on like 3 episodes of the show. Let her do what she wants.
Yeah, that's fair.
She looks good.
Yeah.
I don't love the dress, but yeah, I don't know. No offense, and sorry, June. I don't really think about June a lot. She's a good performer, but she did not make the most of her time on TV.
No.
And she let Maddie Morphosis send her home. I mean, come on, girl.
Yeah. She's another one who I think just needed a few more years before going on the show.
Yeah, they really did not need to cast her. They cast a lot of LA girls too.
Well,
and
it's convenient. They just have to take a quick bus ride over to the studio.
But that's what I mean. It feels like June was probably a last minute replacement for someone because she was there. No offense. Sorry, June.
Well, next, okay, so this is one of my favorite looks, Miss Carrie Colby as Tranos, as she coined.
I love this. I love that she just stepped fully into the meme.
Yeah, it's great. And it's so well executed.
I think it would have been really cunty if she came in her actual previous promo look that they photoshopped the Infinity Glove into. Just the same hair again, same makeup again, just like literally, I am this meme. That would have been funny, but this looks amazing. Carrie is so beautiful.
Yeah.
She always looks perfect.
This kind of hair is so in right now. These like graphic wave, like sculptural hair moments. Definitely, but this is very well executed. I don't have. I mean, there's not much else to say. Like, I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I
think of
love it.
anything that I don't like about it. I guess the inside of the cape is well, no. Like, if that were shiny too, it would distract from the like actual.
Yeah, it's lined. What are you complaining about? There is literally not a single flaw to be found here.
I guess the color of the panty that's like under the. You know what I'm talking about? It's like lighter.
So it does not mean there is nothing wrong.
Okay, fine.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
Okay, perfect, beautiful. Moving on. Love this cornbread Beauty and the Beast
Amazing.
moment.
Now, this I think is what I immediately. There are two people who jumped out to me when you said people who didn't even care about the theme.
Yeah, that's
this
fair.
to me is not the theme at all, and I don't care.
Yeah,
Red had a brilliant idea. She drew this into her own connection with her own feelings about her transition. And she said several times to multiple reporters that this was about communicating the idea that there's not one way to transition. There's not a correct way to look while you're transitioning. I think this is beautiful. I think it's exceptional. The detail on it is just right. It's not over the top in any way. It is very understated. It's smart. Yeah, I love this.
yeah,
I love her.
I agree. I think this is drag. This is high drag. It's like beautiful, has a message behind it. It's like it's camp. It's challenging, like the standards of beauty. Love it. Love her. Love this.
And before we move on, I will just say I do love a confirmation that had it not been for her ankle, there is absolutely no question she would have won this season.
That is fun. That was like the common narrative. I guess in this. Okay, so again, with me trying to find things to poke holes in the picture that I'm looking at, the bottom of the dress does look like she could have steamed it a little bit.
Yes, it does.
So there is that, but overall stunning. Okay, Maddie Morphosis. Okay, so why are you gonna do Elvis and then not do the pants? Well, why are you gonna do Elvis? Period. But
because Vegas, because the theme is Vegas.
Well, I know, but like, okay. I just feel like with this Elvis look, aren't the pants like most of the look?
I mean, kind of, but she still has a little leg warmer thing to give you the pants moment. I don't like our resident straight queen either, but I'm at least going to be fair to her in this particular moment, which you do not seem to be willing to do. This is cute. It's not exciting, but it's cute. And it's very on brand for what I would expect her to do because she's a very campy lady.
Okay,
I'm sorry, he's a very campy bro.
Yeah, right. Give the straight her flowers. I didn't like this. I don't think
I'm not giving her flowers. I'm just saying she met the criteria that was asked of her, and she did deliver her brand. So good for you.
Giving the minimum effort, straight representation.
Well, I don't know about that. This is more effort than Jun Jambalaya.
I guess. I mean, it looks more comfortable.
It does. What you can't have the thing to me. If you are meeting the assignment somewhat fashionable and comfortable, that tells me you're the smartest girl in the room.
So the one nice thing that I will say about this is that the boob illusion looks great.
Yeah, it does.
So good for her. She knows how to.
Love her. I don't love what she's doing with her face.
Oh dear. Okay.
Maddie Morphosis. I genuinely don't know if Maddie Morphosis knows anything about contouring.
Yeah.
Because she has never not once changed her face shape.
Yeah, that's really true. It always looks somewhat doughy. Moving on to Orion's story. This is the boot, I think.
It was so nice of them to invite her.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why.
I don't understand this look. Like, what?
So this is James Mansfield. I love puppets, but no one narratively is explaining to me why part 2. The difference is that James Mansfield is beautiful and talented. Oop.
Full stop. I thought that this was Daya Betty when she came
Orion
out.
is occasionally beautiful. Oh my god, we keep talking to each other. Orion is occasionally beautiful, but absolutely not on this night. No.
Yeah, I don't know why she didn't go more in the direction of like, I mean, that bunny look was really cute. I thought she looked really like hot and sensual, and I would have
Yeah.
liked her to go. I mean, Vegas Showgirl, you could definitely lean more in that direction. And instead, she came out and like at first, I thought this was Daya Betty with how intense her eye makeup is, and then I quickly realized that
the thing is, just like this isn't Vegas. It doesn't look good, and it's not her. And the thing is, none of us know who she is. So this is your chance to tell us, like, what is your deal and what is your brand? And I don't think it is this, but if it is, no one is going to want to invest themselves in this.
Yeah, it doesn't read.
It's just bad. You know what I would have preferred if she came out in her blonde mushroom bob and her ugly old lady smoking at the trailer park thing? I would have rather that on the fucking red carpet than this.
Honestly, anything but this. Ugh. Oh god. The lining not matching up. Okay, I have to stop looking at it.
It's bad.
All right, so moving on to the top 5 girls. Miss Angeria. So this is the top look of, this intro runway, I would say.
Really?
I mean, like, as far as
she spent the most, and it is incredible.
I think that this, as far as elevating the theme to its most logical heights, this is it. I mean, how much more can you do with Vegas Showgirl than to occupy like the entirety of? I mean, I wonder what the wingspan is on that.
I really must dig into the details here, because
so you don't like the dress.
I mean, if you look at her waistline, it splits where there's like a two-tone differing nude illusion.
Yes, this is true.
And I don't know. This had a lot of impact at first, but the more time has passed and the more I look at it, the less I like it. It is a very strong look. It is one of the best looks of the night, but I wouldn't say it's the best one.
Of this first runway, even?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. I mean, yes. I think the biggest, piece of this is obviously the wings, which that's a beautiful piece, and little feather duster bottom. There are details within the actual dress itself that I would probably agree are a little basic.
This must have hurt her back like intensely to wear. And the sad thing is she didn't even win any prize money to pay for any of her PT or medical bills for carrying all this on her back.
Oof. Oh, how sad. All right. Well, so next we have Miss Bosco.
Again, it was nice of them to invite her, but I really don't understand why.
Oh my god. The fact that she came out and that wing was sagging, so sad. Like,
I don't get it. She keeps trying to say, I'm this demon queen of whatever. And I realize that people who grow up under Catholicism are scarred forever. And I'm glad that if there's a real legitimate story binding all of that trauma, that she was not pressured by production into giving it to us at that sob story when she talked to a picture of herself. But I suspect that her Catholic trauma, while real and on a level playing field with everyone else, was not that deep. One, I mean, I don't know. It's just what
yeah, but how do you know? You don't know her.
Shut up. But two, I really just don't care. This is so boring to me. She's always like, I'm the demon queen, and I wore 4 corsets and a bra and panty 8 times, and I won when I was rude and cunty to people. She literally says the same beats all the time, and none of them are engaging. None of them are smart. None of them are something to base your personality off of. And the reason she's clinging to these is because she doesn't have a personality.
She's young. I think that she is young and is clinging on to the things that that the show is validating. So I mean,
right, yes, she does this, and so does Jasmine. And the thing is, like, that is not enough for me. I don't care.
I was just sad that she had that little limp wing. Like, after spending all this money on looks.
I was sad that we wasted all this time and we made it a top 5 finale for her inclusion, for her to give us nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, we'll get to her solo number shortly. But okay, so moving on, Daya Betty, love this. Oh, this is probably you think is better than Interiors.
This was the best look of this category.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the one. Daya Betty looks amazing. I love the little shimmy and the way that she performed this when they actually walked on this category. I think this is perfect. This is exactly what you need for this category. She looks amazing.
It is very cute. It is very Violet Chachki, but it's very cute.
I would not say that. No, I would not say that. It's very Daya Betty.
It's like if you took, you know how on Photoshop you can do the transform where you just kind of stretch things out? It's like if you took Violet Chachki and you just like stretched out the proportions of the hat and the feathers.
The thing is, I could not see Violet wearing this. You're just saying that because it's like pink purple. It's like her color.
No, she also does the whole like feathers in the same angle, like along the shoulders. I think that she did hers in green. And she does a little top hat.
Violet's taste level is very different from this. And I like Violet and I like this, but this is not Violet.
Okay, work. Next we have the Lady Camden. I don't quite, so you know I'm always one for her concepts. This one, I'm not totally, so she's supposed to be like the pony, like a show pony, I guess.
She's like a carousel horse or like a horse pulling a carriage or something.
I didn't go quite all the way with her this time.
Because she has the wheels, right?
I don't know.
Finish your thought, David.
I mean, listen, I love her. I think like as far as the face mask situation, that works for me. The shoes are like cute enough. But I don't, the carriage moment is a little challenging. I still love her.
I hate this. I absolutely hate this. I think the shoes are ugly. I do not like this like horse prosthesis face mask thing. I just don't get it.
All right. Well, work.
I don't like it. I don't like this.
And then lastly, we have Willow Pill. I also didn't get this. I was trying to understand, like, is it a Sweeney Todd hand moment? Like, I don't understand. Can you clarify for me what the concept is here?
I'm not really sure what's going on, but it is a little confusing. I like her. I like parts of this. I don't know that it's a successful look, but you do you, Willow.
Okay, so that's the exact same critique I gave for Camden. We're just giving our bias moments for looks that are questionable.
But the thing is, at least between the two, both of these are confusing looks, but which of them is more aesthetically pleasing? Obviously, Willow.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so we've made it through the looks. We still have so much more to get through.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so what did I write next? Michelle is on the stage. Okay, so I wrote this down because we never see Michelle standing up on the show.
She's very short. Yes, this whole key thing was stupid in my opinion.
It was a little strange. And yeah, the height difference between her and Rue is very entertaining. What else? The Key to the City. Yeah. They named the holiday of like April 22nd being like the Rue Vegas holiday or whatever.
That was really stupid. Also, isn't 4/22 Earth Day?
Oh, not the fracking.
Yeah, not fracking. I will say I'm convinced this whole Key to the City thing was literally just there so that they would have enough content to do a teaser of the finale that didn't spoil anything. But at the same time, there was so much dead air in this finale that you could have and should have cut out that I was just like, ugh.
I'm still getting over that National Fracking Day is now on Earth Day. That is really funny. No, I mean, I would wonder how much of an impact the Vegas, what is it called? Like RuPaul's Vegas Review or something?
I think it's the Vegas Review, yes, right?
Yeah, like what impact does that have on tourism? I mean, I'm not sure how common it is for Vegas to give out keys to the city. Like maybe they do that for any show that's been there for more than a year. But it's kind of interesting to think about.
I don't know why they're giving it to RuPaul either. Give it to the girls on the actual fucking cast.
True. I wonder what this will do to ticket sales for the Vegas show too. I guess we'll have to see. So then we finally move on to like actual competitive stuff. So first we have Nigeria. So I thought while they didn't have the ball this time, which did feel like a loss because of last season's like big looks from Simone and from Gottmik, they did still show a number of looks. Like they have this video package, which is new. And it's giving very much like early 2000s, So You Think You Can Dance American Idol video package with them like doing the interview, like being around town. It felt kind of retro. But they have a look for that. They had a look for the intro runway, and then they have a performance look. So, and then the girls who lip synced have a fourth look for the lip sync.
Yeah. While we are on that video thing, it was giving me very, I just saw Manila girl. and I think with like pretty much only the exception of Willow Pill and maybe Daya, I felt like most of their like video package thing was just like so boring.
Yeah,
and honestly so demeaning too, like making them go out in the daytime and talk to gross tourists
and go into the fountain.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it felt like they were pretty rushed. And I'm not sure. Yeah, they could have. I think that they could have gone more locations. It seemed like they had all the girls within like a few blocks, and they just were like, "All right, we've got to get B-roll, splash around in the fountain."
All of Las Vegas is within like a few blocks, so
that's true.
There's not a lot of other place to go. Where are they going to go to the desert?
I do think that whatever those shots were of them just modeling their look in the like under nice lighting were super well shot. They definitely got some other director of photography to get that B-roll of them just showing off their looks. Do you know what I'm talking about in like the stage lighting?
I do, but then if you'll remember, the camera work during the actual finale was frequently a letdown, cutting away from Naomi Smalls and
it's so weird.
Not even clarifying all the girls in the Vegas number who performed. Like, are they trying for their Emmy or are they not?
I don't know. It almost seems like they got whatever the crew was for the Meet the Queens, like that caliber of photography. I think they also used that crew to capture these video package looks in the stage lights. And then everything else was like the regular camera crew. It's just like baseline reality TV. Anyway, so I don't remember her video package look, Angeria's. I wrote down to talk about it, but I don't have pictures readily available. Do you remember it?
I don't remember it either.
All right, then it probably wasn't that memorable. Okay, so performance moment. They gave her, so this is the first of many mediocre and too short songs. This one's about her track record. I thought it was nothing special.
I thought it was very mid, just like her track record.
Oop. Yeah, it's weird that
her track record should have been much better.
Right.
Both of them should have been much better.
So weird. I mean, there was definitely a possible reality where she and Willow were the top two. And that's probably how it should have gone if she had gotten all of her wins. But yeah, I thought this performance was fine. Not much else to say. She had a little interview moment with Rue.
I didn't really like her performance look, I gotta be honest.
Yeah. Well, okay, and then so, we both
so after she did it, I was convinced. I'm like, oh, it's over, Angie.
Yeah. Well, and I was gonna say like so when she's getting interviewed with Rue, she has this boa. And both of us, we were texting each other like, "Are those pants?"
The uncanny valley of this boa.
It looked for the whole interview segment like she had these.
I was like, "How are these cut? Is she on stilts? Like, what is going on? Like, this doesn't make sense."
And then finally, like right before commercial, she opened it up, and it was just a boa.
Yeah.
Wow, what an illusion! Next, we have Bosco. Again, we have
why is she here?
Video package. We have a performance. The only thing I wrote for her is that she had that feather head thing that is robotic that I'm almost positive is that TikToker who makes robotic feather pieces.
Yeah, it's a guy, and Aquarius had something made by this guy too.
And Charlie XCX, right?
I think so, yeah. But the thing is, like, even still, it had like almost no visual impact during the performance.
Well, she wasn't doing anything. She was just standing there while a lot of things happened around her.
I know. The thing is, like, animatronic thing or whatever it is, or no, these looks were really boring. And the reveal look was extremely cheap. And she wants to say all this shit about how she's the burlesque queen and this and that. This was not actually a burlesque number at all.
No.
And that's what I expected of her, frankly. And I'm tired with, it is so cheap and boring. Like, wow, I'm Satan. I have 6 wings. Now I have no wings because now I'm a demon because I'm Satan. Like, literally, that's all it was.
When you're dancing less than Kim Chi danced in her number on season 8.
For real!
Then
that was a good number. I mean, I will be fair and say they did her dirty with her song because her song was low energy and so nothing. But she also chose to double down and do nothing. And she seemed really satisfied that people were going to be into this, like, I'm a demon.
I mean, why not do,
spooky.
Like, if they were going to go this route, couldn't they have done the season 12 where the girls have more creative freedom to do what they actually want to do?
The thing is, I would like to hear from more of them if they did, though. Because I think Willow Pill's number informs to us that they did actually have direction over the song they were going to get. I think Willow told them, I want a song.
Yeah.
I would not even be surprised if Willow was like, here are some songs that I would like you to vaguely make my song sound like, and gave them like a D-Light song. And, you know, like,
not D-Light.
I love D-Light.
I don't know D-Light, but when I hear the word D-Light, I think, okay, this is such a tangent.
D-Light is girl, groove is in the heart.
If you look up magic D-Light, it's this magic trick that the thumbs light up red, and it can make you look like you're tossing this like little light ball. And my parents got it for me at an airport kiosk when I was in maybe 1st grade. And
why are we talking about this and not D-Light?
Listen, Magic D-Light was iconic. Don't shame Magic D-Light.
Okay.
That memory has stuck with me. That is a core memory.
Please drag David in the comments right now. Please.
Oh, my dear.
I need to see the reality come crashing in. Okay.
So Daya is next. And she...
I loved this.
Yeah, this was cute. It was giving Fighter with the inflatable, whatever that was, cape. Like, you know the Fighter music video where Christina has the inflatable thing with all the pins in it?
Yeah, kind of. And I think it's weird that you're making that reference, though, just because the song is also called Fighter.
Oh, really? Well, then there you go. I mean, that's definitely the reference. I
don't know that it directly is, but okay.
It's the only time I've seen something like that.
I'm going to say something controversial and yet brave. Daya was completely robbed.
Wow.
She deserved to be in the bottom 2 or in the top 2 with Willow.
I mean, I could see that for sure. This wig is so cool. The performance wig with like the colorful wispy bang moment. I love that. I thought the whole performance look was pretty cool.
Yeah, this was great. I loved this performance.
I do remember her video package look. I thought it was cute enough. And they had her playing in the fountain. Yeah, Daya did great. I mean, yeah, she really showed up. I thought that Lady Camden also did really well in her performance, though.
Well, are we ready to talk about her?
Do you have anything else to say about Daya? Or
other than that she deserved to be in the top 2 with Willow.
Okay.
And that her look was great, and I liked her song a lot.
Yeah.
I felt like her song was a moment for them to actually humanize her a little bit and say, thank you for being the villain we needed on our TV show. Now let us actually capitulate this and have people understand and empathize with you a little bit more. I thought that was very nice.
Honestly, when we're talking about crafting a storyline, they did Daya's very well. Like, she had it was one of the most full circle, comprehensive arcs that we've seen on Drag Race, I think ever. Honestly, like, they didn't really miss an opportunity with her. They didn't miss a beat. They leaned in where it was necessary for like the villain part of it. The come up from being a villain was not, it didn't feel fabricated. It felt like very earned. And
Yep.
honestly, like that's how to do it.
Mhm.
Okay, so and like credit to her too. I'm not gonna put it all in production. Like she leaned in where it was necessary to, and she owns her personality. So it was a
Yep.
marriage of both. Beautiful reality TV. Okay, so Lady Camden. I mean, the dancing. Come on. Once she did her performance, I was like, none of the other girls can even compete on a technical level just with what she's able to do.
Sure. So I guess she decided to handicap herself by going out and doing it looking like that.
The reveal was executed well.
No. I'm talking. Thank you. Her pre-reveal look was good, but I am fuming mad at her to have the nerve to actually do a very good performance, a lot of technical dancing, great, and then reveal into the cheapest looking flat two-tone synthetic wig that I have ever seen in my life, and into a matte spandex bodysuit with nary a single sparkle, rhinestone, anything about it. She looked like some anonymous girl in drag for the fourth time wandered her way on stage when she was having that interview with RuPaul.
I mean, I will say it was giving bathing suit.
This is a finale.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is the end of this season, and she danced well, but she looked so cheap and so bad that it made me angry that she was in the top 2 over Daya Betty.
I mean, I won't disagree. I just think my mindset was that these performances were like rate the performance first and the looks second. And there were other looks for like I didn't think Angeria's look was good for her performance either. So I think my expectations.
It wasn't.
What?
No, I'm saying you're right. It wasn't.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know. I just thought that her performance blew the roof off. And I think like although the post reveal outfit was not great, the actual execution of the moment of the reveal had impact. So
I just don't agree because the post reveal look was so bad, and that is so easy to fix if you would spend literally any time on it. I don't know if the dancers who were in the t-shirt version of that, because again, she's just wearing like a fucking cotton spandex matte bodysuit. But the backup dancers are also in the same t-shirt. I don't know if that's like her merch. I think
it's like the David, not David Bowie. It's the
I know it's the David Bowie lightning bolt thing. And,
yeah.
And I know she's doing this like Freddie Mercury vibe or whatever, but like it's a finale.
I know.
And I'm disappointed and I'm insulted.
It is what it is. Okay, so Willow is last, and she gives us yet another 3-face reveal. Honestly, pretty what is it called? Reminiscent in a way that is like a nod to Evie Oddly.
Yeah.
I thought it was cute.
Do you know who made this look?
No.
Utica made this look.
Utica made this look?
Yes, she did.
Wow. Word.
There's like a 7-minute video behind the scenes of the process of making and fitting this look, including the heads.
Honestly, that's very smart. Have many Drag Race girls gone on to like, I know a lot of them do wigs for other girls, but I haven't heard a ton about like designing full looks.
Yeah, not necessarily a whole lot of that, no.
I mean, career-wise, that is a very sustainable transition because you can't be a drag performer forever.
Right.
That's smart.
And you can do both. So yeah, Utica made this. I love this. I don't think it's a perfect look by any means, but it's exactly what Willow wanted, and it's the brand of like kooky and offbeat that works really well for Willow. I think she had by far the best song.
They set her up to,
Well, I mean, the whole package, right? The video thing before her song, clearly the most production value went into Willow, as it should have, because everyone wanted to see her succeed. I think everyone went into this knowing that she was likely to win. But I love this song because that's the thing. It's like you referenced Kimchi before.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, performance-wise,
the season 8 finale, those 3 songs are actually things that you can go back to, with the exception of Bob's, right? Like Legs and Fat Femination are good songs.
right?
We had 5 finale songs here. The only one that I would ever want to revisit, and frankly already have many times, is I Hate People. I am this song is me, I am she. But it was the only song that was actually like really good and good for the Queen. I think Daya's is the next best. But I love everything about this. I think she's just so smart. And I do really think that Willow was actually more involved in the direction of this song. I think she told them what she wanted from it, and they gave it to her.
Yeah, I mean, this has potential to have a life outside of the show on TikTok or whatever. It's very relatable. It's catchy. I think performance-wise, this was giving Kimchi, honestly. Like, the song was great, the look was great, but was she moving around that much? No.
Yeah, she was. She did her vague little white girl voguing.
Oh, yeah, she, like, squatted for a moment, I guess.
You are so rude. You are a nasty, nasty bitch. You are just bitter because Lady Camden lost, and because she even got to the finale when she didn't deserve it, and you're mad that I'm exposing you for liking a lazy queen.
I'm just saying, when I was standing Lady Camden at the beginning of the season, could you have foreseen that she would be the runner-up of the entire thing?
No, because Cornbread was still there.
Wow.
And if Cornbread was here, Lady Camden would have a 0% chance.
I mean, listen, she got there. There was a will and there was a way.
Zero.
Flashback to us talking about Space Channel 5 and Jet Set Radio, and that was my girl from the very beginning.
I know. And you stand a lazy queen, a bad lazy queen. Here's the thing. I do not think it's fair to compare them on their skill sets that are very different.
Of course.
Lady Camden is a trained ballerina and a dancer. Willow Pill has a chronic illness that affects her joints. Okay? It is not fair to expect her to dance at the level that Lady Camden can.
That's true. But call me out. Call the ableism out.
Yeah, but despite this, I still think Willow Pill had the better performance number. Easily. Okay,
I liked them both. And I think that Willow's song is much better. I can't even remember Camden's song. So then we get into lip sync pairings. And I'm curious if they have this like little roulette wheel that pairs up the top 2. And since this is like eliminating 3 of the girls instantly, I'm curious as to whether they filmed multiple different top 2s and multiple different lip syncs rather than just doing like the 2 different winners.
Would you like me to tell you?
Well, yeah.
They did not.
Oh my gosh. So like this whole time, Daya and Angeria.
Well, what do you mean like this whole time? The finale was filmed
like 2 weeks ago.
A week or 2 ago.
Yeah. But still, that's like pretty big.
But yes, they knew that they could not win.
Wow, watching that reaction video of them, it's not going to be as exciting. I thought that it would be like, at that moment, 3 girls will realize they didn't win, and then we'll also have the winner moment.
But that's the way that they've been for a while, though, too.
I thought that in season 13, they filmed like all kinds of different, because they were all up for lip syncing for the crown. Or was that also just like the top 2 were the only ones who didn't know?
I'm pretty sure that they all knew it was between Candy and Simone.
Oh.
Because if you watch it back too, Mick was like totally plastered drunk.
Oh, right.
Not remotely invested. She would not get drunk like that if there was a chance of her winning. Okay,
that's fair. Well, so Camden and Willow obviously get paired up. I put a moment here for you to guess the astrology for the 3 eliminated girls as a little break segment.
I thought I'd guessed some of these, though.
You may have already guessed Daya.
I guessed Angeria. Have I guessed Daya?
Okay, well, let's guess Daya.
Daya is a very hard one to guess, and honestly, the way that they showed her on the show makes me want to also guess her moon sign too.
Okay.
Because the moon sign regulates how you deal with stress and anger.
I mean, I don't have their moon signs here, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm still throwing it out. Basically, what I mean to say is that I think very strongly that either her sun sign or her moon sign is Pisces. And the reason why I think this is that if you go back to her kind of whole narrative story, she'd begin every like fresh episode or moment from a place of real optimism and hopefulness. And there was a lightness to her until she got screwed over by production or mildly irritated by someone, probably Jasmine. And then she chose to lash out in a way that was very informed by her own emotions. And so to me, that moon energy gives me very either Pisces or Cancer, but I'm going to say Pisces because of the hope and optimism, whereas Cancer is a little more negative or downcast in their general moment, and they have emotional things that lift them up to let them down.
All right. Well, she is a
So
Pisces. She's giving
okay.
Pisces. That was very comprehensive. So I don't have any follow-up questions for Miss Daya and why she's a Pisces. So I guess that leaves us with Bosco.
I thought we've done her too. Bosco is a Gemini.
Yes, and we've done Angeria. Okay, so I guess we
Yeah.
just said Daya.
I think the only people that we haven't done at this point are Camden and Willow Pill.
Well, yeah, and that's going to happen in just a moment.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, so Simone's step-down looked disappointing. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, okay, this is a great look for Simone with the Y2K jeans and wet t-shirt, tank top moment, and big hair. I'm not saying it's a bad look, but, like, compared to even the ball looks that she delivered last year, I think of this step-down moment historically as, like, a big, extravagant moment.
Oh, girl.
Like,
oh, girl.
What?
I think that take is very, very white.
But
and I don't like it.
Simone herself gave an amazing I
love this. I love this for Simone. This is very genuinely her. She can do better looks than this too.
Right.
But
I've seen better from her. Like
I don't care. I loved it. I think it met the mark. She was herself. And I love that she is expanding the mental space of what is a truly opulent finale look.
All right, that's fair.
I liked it a lot.
I guess what was missing for me was like any kind of usually her looks have some kind of a wink, or either they're like just like stunning, like very like over the top, or they have a wink, like with her nails look, the hair had the nails, or I just didn't.
The thing is, I think a lot of those looks that you're talking about, the wink that they are winking to, is just like actually RuPaul.
Well, yeah.
And I don't think for her step down look, I want her coming in a look that honors RuPaul.
That's fair.
I want her coming as herself.
I guess. Again, it was like fine. I just was a little let down. I had really high expectations for Simone.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Well, work. Fan favorite award. So I wonder, are there multiple miscongenialities crowned?
I don't think so.
Damn. Okay. Well, obviously it was cornbread. I felt like a lot of people were saying Carrie would get this, but
really, okay. Because honestly, I feel like if we're just being realistic, who is really miscongeniality? Probably Deja.
Oy.
Don't be fucking mean to Deja.
Well, how is this determined? Is it the fan favorite award still? Do the other queens vote?
I don't know.
I mean, that determines. I think this might have been a vote from the other queens. So I guess
I don't know that that's true though, because I feel like the other queens might have picked Deja too.
Really? But everybody loves cornbread. You can tell the cast gets along with her.
They do.
Anyway, she won. Good for her. And I'm glad that they
Yay.
all got $2,000. That's a nice little consolation prize.
Yeah.
Yeah, after taxes, it'll be like $1,300, and they can pay for like half of one of their looks for the finale.
Orion made a lot of money.
That's true. Very true. So Willow Camden lip sync. Okay, so I think the reason that in terms of the editing story, what lost Camden the lip sync was her repeated fall into a reveal moment, because she like struggled with the wig for a second, and they definitely showed that in the edit. What did we think about the song? The Cher cover of Abba.
I love Gimme Gimme Gimme. I would have rathered if it was just the Abba original, but I think it's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
I need to talk more about Camden than just that. Because
okay.
No. So in her promo video, we spent a lot of time talking about her falling down, the Freddie Mercury reveal look fall down thing. Her top 5 performance song was I fell down, I got up, and I won, and I won, and I won. So that's also about the same moment. And then in the final lip sync, she chooses to do it again when it's so obvious the stunt is tired. And yet again, she reveals into the messiest, flattest, synthetic wig with no nothing.
I mean, I agree.
And she let Willow outdance her, and I was annoyed too, because I think Willow would have done even more with this performance, but towards the middle and the end, Camden just kept getting in her fucking way and trying to do a duet thing.
Okay, I agree with everything you said except that Willow outdanced Camden, because I don't see that, but...
No, the front somersault at the end was way more impactful than Camden doing a crunchy split. And it made me, I mean, I'll be honest, I wanted Willow to win. It just made me mad that they both were trying to get the little, like, the plinth thing, the, like, front walkway.
The plank.
Yes, they both wanted it right at the end. And so towards the end of the performance, neither of them were giving anything because they were getting in each other's way. The right decision was made yet again. A kooky queen from Colorado with 1 win beat a foreign ballerina with 3 wins who nobody particularly liked at the time.
Yes, the legacy continues, and perhaps Lady Camden will be the new host of Drag Race UK.
No, absolutely not.
I would watch it.
That is insulting to all the queens of the UK. Like queens, like Vinegar Strokes is like maybe the one queen who's been on that show who I can think of who looks more busted than Lady Camden.
Oh my God, you're such a hater. I loved Willow's reveals. I thought the oversized jacket into the oversized pants, into the,
I think she won from that alone, to be honest with you. The way that she was just like bopping around and like doing silly shoulder movements with this giant suit at the beginning.
It was such a smart look.
I think she won from there. And then when she revealed into the pants,
right,
I was just like, oh, it's over. Camden got decimated, and I love it.
The pants are such a smart... I honestly wasn't expecting... It was just so well done. I don't know who designed that, but kudos to them.
It's also clear that Willow Pill listened to RuPaul's Masterclass.
Oh?
Wear a suit.
Oh, there you go. Oh my God, Masterclass. Have you seen the Well, okay, so this is such a tangent. I'm just wondering what's going on with Masterclass. Is it a content series now? Is it an entertainment series? Was it always? I don't get it. It used to be educational, like many years ago. But now we tune in for Mariah and Brandy swapping runs. Which I love. Brandy.
Mariah and who?
Brandy.
Oh.
We stand Brandy. She's having a resurgence. I've been hearing her songs in all kinds of supermarkets and cafes.
I just want to be clear so that nobody shades me. Both me and David's partner bully David about Brandy.
And Jasmine Sullivan. It's okay. Yes. You can just say that you hate and disrespect R&B as a whole.
That is not true at all. And that is absolutely not what I'm saying. in this house, we stand Monica, and we know who really contributed more on that song.
Oh my God. It's literally a Brandy song featuring Monica, but go off. All right. So then we have the crowning. And Willow wins.
Willow won. Everyone knew she was going to win.
Yeah, this was not a surprise, not a shock. I have not yet watched their reactions. I don't think the video is up yet.
I haven't either. I will just say this, and I said it before, but it must be said again. This top two should have been Daya, and Willow Pill.
I mean, storyline-wise, yeah. I actually am kind of confused as to why.
Storyline-wise, I'm just like on the basis of what they did there on that night.
Well, yeah, but we know what ultimately influences their decision, and it confuses me more from a storyline perspective why they chose Camden.
Why?
Well, because Daya has that whole arc of like rags to riches, and it would have been cool to see a girl who was like eliminated first, then make it all the way to be in the top two. But yeah, I don't know. I think they probably needed that UK representation as a runner-up.
Really?
I don't know. Who knows?
I think production just likes Camden. And then they really thought that we would all like them too.
I mean,
and I know you like her, but I'm just like, I'm not impressed. I'm sorry. And I have to say too, they were obviously dealing with the situation that they had, because I will remind you all, production sucks so much that they seriously backed themselves into a corner of having to have a 5-person finale, because their original plan was to get rid of either Angeria or Willow for their top 4. And so I'm glad that they scrapped that idea, but they forced their own hand on this, so I don't feel that bad for them. But overall, I do not think a 5-person finale was successful. And I said this to you in brief comments, but I'm going to expand on them now. You can say whatever you want about the post-Sasha Velour reveal race. But having a 4-person finale with 3 lip syncs is much more dynamic. It is more engaging. It is more exciting to watch. There is more stakes. There is more tension for the viewer than this. And so while it has turned into like weird Diamante Mary Brown egg, Onyx in an egg reveal contest, Aquaria as microwave popcorn contest, and while you can say things about that, this finale was energetically a little lower because we only had 1 lip sync.
Yeah, I mean, there were pieces of it that I enjoyed better. Like, I think that you got to know each queen a little more from this finale, as far as like there was more time for the video packages, for the interview, for talking to their friends and family in the audience, which, by the way, I found it hilarious that like multiple girls brought some local drag girl from home to get their moment of time on TV as like a proto Drag Race casting, potentially.
Yeah, help them with their audition tape for seasons 15 and 16.
Right.
However, I must say that sounds cute on paper, but when the season was like 27 episodes long, we do not need more time getting to know girls who should have been eliminated 3 times and made it to the finale for no reason.
That's
so I don't agree with you.
We have to remember, though, that the finale is often treated as a potential first episode for new viewers. And I think it's always marketed that way. Even when it was like the lip sync for the crown, it has a vibe of
stupid, though. I think that's stupid.
From a marketing perspective, like this is an event for Drag Race fans to like bring their friends who don't watch the show. So I think that the network understands that. And that's why we have these like video packages of the queens reintroducing themselves. That's why.
If that's the case, then why would they pare it down from 3 lip syncs to 1? What was always the most engaging about the finale is the lip sync performances. And while these individual performances were kind of cute, not all of them were that cute.
Well, no, they were definitely in execution. The individual performances were a failure because they were too short and they weren't up to the content wasn't that good for most of them. But I think
because while we're on this thought, before we move off of it, let's just say, how many of these finale performance looks stood up to Cornbread's talent show performance?
I mean,
And maybe Willow. Daya, maybe. The
yeah.
other three, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think a lot of people did like Bosco's look.
Ooh,
I just saw that it resonated with people online.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the Catholic Church and what it must have done to you to resonate with her.
Anyway, overall, I think that there is potential for this format. They just need to probably, instead of doing 5, do a top 4, but they could maybe do still individual performances, consult with the girls a little bit more, let them sing if they want to, like have them produce their own song. I don't know. But I don't want to say goodbye to like this format and just go back to lip sync for the crown, because I think that we were reaching the limits of that and it was getting pretty exhausting.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it both ways though, is the problem. I still want a lip sync for the win, but for some reason, just having one lip sync felt not enough. I would like to see, I like these solo performances as an idea, but I don't think just having a top 4 with solo performances and then a final 2 lip sync is necessarily great. Because what if one person just has one really stunty reveal?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, maybe your best option is, I don't know, top 5 again, and then they all perform, and then you have a top 4 lip sync tournament, and then you can cut out all of the unnecessary shit.
That's a lot of looks.
It is.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
The other thing is, like, also just let them, like, pre-record their individual performance look, maybe. Give them real production value for it.
Yeah, like do a music video.
And then just the top 4 lip syncs are live.
I think that has potential.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay, so what else? I guess like those are my thoughts for the episode. As far as the whole season, while it was long, I thought the cast was great and it was a fun season. I enjoyed doing these live streams. Astrology, right? That's what we have to close out. So Willow and Miss Camden. Okay, so do Camden first, and then we'll close out with Willow's astrological signs.
Camden, I don't even know. Camden gives me like very Virgo or maybe Cancer.
Okay, what's your final answer?
I mean, if you want to know why, it's because those are kind of the most boring basic signs.
Oh, wow.
For real. I mean, Virgos are like type A, goal-focused, neat. Their home must be clean all the time. They go to bed at 8 p.m. Their favorite spice is ketchup. That's Virgo. And Cancer, they love lavender. They love the smell of lavender, and they like good food, but their idea of good food is like Applebee's, and they're always heartbroken about someone who doesn't acknowledge that they exist. That's Cancer. I'm gonna guess she's a Virgo.
You are incorrect. She is a Leo.
Lady Camden's a Leo?
Yeah.
I don't see that for her at all.
Well, I think that you see it when she's on stage. Less so as like in the interviews.
I don't.
Oh,
she
wow.
does not give me Leo at all.
I think that she has this like confidence that comes out when she's in drag.
I mean, that's what Leo is about, but she does not give me that whatsoever.
Wow. And then, okay, so lastly, Willow.
If Willow is not an Aquarius, I would lose my shit.
Okay, Willow is an Aquarius, so
yeah, I knew it. Aquarius, if she's not like other girls, she's the quirky one.
Work. Well, yeah, that's her.
Aquarius are not necessarily nice, but they are always generally positive and usually pretty pleasant to be around. It's hard to make an Aquarius very angry. They know that they are the weirdest girl, and they are very pleased with how weird and quirky and different they are. and in real life, different Aquariuses achieve this at different actual levels of success, but they all know that they are the most different one.
I mean, that all tracks.
They're always going to zig when they're going to zag.
Yeah, that checks out for me. I mean, I guess I'm trying to figure out what your percentage of correct answers was, but it was,
Like,
I mean, you got like a 95%.
Like
You definitely got an A on guessing everybody's signs. I think you missed two all season, maybe?
That's amazing.
Yeah, work. I could not do the same, obviously. Oh, this has been so fun. What was your favorite moment of our live streams?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I don't know. Shitting on Bosco and Lady Camden?
I have a very specific moment in mind.
Okay, what's yours?
And it's completely unrelated to Drag Race. My favorite moment was reminiscing over the Yu-Gi-Oh! Razor Blade arc.
Oh my
god. Which, if viewers will remember, Bosco's look of the Razor Blade ballerina reminded me of that fateful episode that was censored by 4Kids. Oh, this has been so fun. Wow. And viewers, please let us know what your favorite moments were as well in the comments.
We did a whole season.
I know, it's so wild.
And now you have no excuses not to watch España, because I'm telling you, it's brilliant.
I'm so excited to binge it. It's like, yeah, it's going to be my little reward for having done this whole season consistently. But full disclaimer, I am in the depths of Better Call Saul, rewatching season 5, and then going to be starting season 6. So it'll be a little bit. I also have to play Xenoblade 2 because Xenoblade 3 is coming out in July. So lots of media commitments, but I'm definitely going to watch Spain very soon. Oh, all right. Well, thank you guys so much. Do you have any other closing thoughts, Foster?
Daya was robbed.
Work.
Congratulations, Willow Pill. I'm very happy with this win. I think it was the correct choice. And I don't think that Daya would have beat Willow at the end either. So
yeah, I agree. Willow is like a really great representative for this season. I think it's a welcome addition. Like, it feels like she's adding something new to the panel of winners for the main season. So I'm very happy with it as well. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.